Here's my problem. I want to make videos. I want to discuss things. I want to have conversations. At the same time, with videos, it seems like you have to do this editing and this intro and this thing, and it's just like, that's where the overwhelming part gets to me. Not saying I don't know how to do it or I don't want to learn. It's like I've asked the Creator to create me a life in which I am able to just be me without any extraneous learning. So what that has included has my children naturally on their own learning how to edit videos. So now that I have the resources nearby with a son that knows how to implement music, digital art, editing, I also need to now make material in which they are interested in listening to me as well. So, or they understand where I'm coming from and what I'm doing and things like that, so that they can take the time to sit and edit. I'm thinking about like, I was doing the other video platforms and I was having some issues with that. I tried to get them to edit it, but it didn't feel right and feel natural. So I was like, okay, I need to work some more about what I truly want, like down to a T. I want to be able to just create videos, make videos, talk, have conversations, but I just wanted to do it so naturally so that my niche will come upon itself in this whole process. Like, this is a whole journey for me. So I guess I could call this a whole journey series, okay? And each video is a part of the journey. So whether I decide to do a collaboration video, whether I decide to do like a cooking video or a dancing video, a singing video, just this video just talking about God, just any video at all, is still a part of the process of my life and wanting to get it on, wanting to capture it, I'm still thinking about like how to do that. Like, I know they have examples like reality TV, but you find the truth about them, how they're not necessarily really authentic because you still have producers that are aching on these people to act a certain type of way. So I know I didn't want to do any of those things, and I didn't want to become a writer to create something because I just want me to be living and I want to capture that. I want to capture me living, and a part of that, and a lot of that has to deal with the fact that I impact people so much to the point where everywhere that I go, the environment changes, it improves, it becomes more positive, people become more involved in life and in those activities on a grander scale than just like, oh, I'm just going to school, for example. So people like nowadays, they will just go to school, take a few notes and go home, or they'll go to work, work there and go home. But even while they're at work, they're not working. They're focused on everything else in their life instead of focusing on the task at hand. And when I go into environments, I'm focusing on the task at hand, because why would I want to miss this moment while I'm here? Otherwise, I'm going to do this thing called regret, or do this thing where I miss something that maybe God was trying to show me in that moment. So I focus on the now and say The Power of Now, that book by Eckhart Tolle. I think I read like the first 25 pages and understood the rest of the concepts. Don't judge me. I do that too. I do that to a lot of books. Like, chill. I was reading the Holy Quran and it was predicting it all the way through. So I was like, yeah. He about to say, yeah. He about to say, yeah. Yeah, it was nice. I was like, okay, I get this. So you see what I'm saying? Like, that's not normal. I'm realizing, like, that's not normal to say things like that, or to say that how you're or having a Bible discussion online without having any pre-workout, you know what I mean? And just going in, just discussing the Bible, just discussing like what possibility is going to happen next, or discussing like people's mindsets back then and why they was moving the way they was moving, and why they was doing the way they doing. I realized that's not normal for like the average person to like just know, you know what I mean? So I'm going on this journey because I need to see for myself the transitions in my life, and 9 times out of 10 I do not rewatch my own material. Which is why the editing process is so hard, because I just want to get on there, say what I need to say, and just keep it moving. Because those thoughts at that time. Like, even now, none of this is planned. Like, everything that I was talking about before I started recording, like, I'm not even talking about right now. It's like every time I try to go back to old thoughts, it's like they don't exist anymore. It's like I put it out there and it's gone. Like, it's just there. It's in the atmosphere. It's in existence now. And I just have no, like, people be like, oh, you know, the same thing for people who's trying to tell you to like remember your dreams. I'm like, bro, I done asked God about remembering my dreams. If it was meant for me to remember, I would have remembered. Thing is, it's like I'm literally in the dream when I'm in the dream. You see what I'm saying? I want to call it like lucid dreaming, but I'm really like walking, talking, right, really having conversations with these people in the dream. It's like it's me in the dream. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually there. You see what I'm saying? I'm actually there because I don't spend my time when I'm in my moves and I'm doing my actions and I'm at work or I'm at school, because I focus my time on being at work while I'm at work. Therefore, when I'm in my dream, I'm in my dream. So I don't have lingering thoughts that I didn't like express, or I don't have lingering ideas that I didn't go because I didn't, you know what I mean? Because I did not allow myself to leave that environment while I was there. So I was spiritually there, emotionally, you know what I'm saying, mentally there, physically there. So now I can appreciate my dreams. Like, when I'm in my dream world, I am in my dream world. But that's where I want to be. So even while I'm dreaming, I'm remembering everything as it's going, because it's like a daggone like animation. It's like a whole TV show. But when I wake up, it's like the conversations of my head about my dream, like, it's just like, no. Like, it's like myself told myself to create a boundary. To be like, no. You know what I mean? Not until it's time, or not, you know, but right now, myself done told myself to create a boundary. Like, no. Your dream world is your dream. This is for your protection. Because people will try and like take from you based off of like lingering thoughts that you have. Because you have lingering thoughts in your mind. You're creating molecules of vibrations, right? That someone who is just into the arts of like occultic or whatever, into the arts, B, someone who has a very, very, very vast childlike imagination, or C, someone who's just very keen on their environment and just picking up on the different vibrations of the elements that's around them. Like the people who love music, the people who can just see sounds and hear colors, them type of people. Okay? Them the ones who can pick up on your thoughts, who can grasp the elements from around them. If you're in their environment within a certain radius, if sometimes within the physical realm or sometimes within the spiritual realm, in the spiritual realm, to be in someone's radius is to have similar thoughts, to have similar like ideas, or to like listen to like similar music and stuff. That's how you can be in the same radius as someone else. But okay, I appreciate that lady. Okay. I appreciate her. Okay, cool. Thank you, God. So I'm not so self-conscious about like how I look no more. All right, appreciate that. All right, so What just took place for that like 3 seconds was the reason why I needed a bigger platform, or a long ability to post longer videos. And I know that certain platforms has given me the opportunity to do that. It just does not feel natural. It feels confined. It feels like it's a certain world that they want to create for people out there. It's like they want you to direct your focus on certain events and certain things that's happening in the world. You know, people saying that, man, come on, y'all hit me with the 9 billion. You telling me there's 9 billion people on this planet now? Golly. What happened to Bill Gates and them with the depopulation? What happened to all that? What happened to trying to kill us with the food and shit like that? What happened to all that? What's going on with that? Paul did say, he said in the end times, they're going to try to talk to you about food this and food that. And God consecrates everything. Y'all don't have the power that you think you have. If someone has a good heart, has good intentions, like God knows, man, what? God knows your heart more than anything. Like it says in the Quran. Like, God's like, I can manipulate that person's heart if I wanted to. I can make them see certain things that I want them to see. That's not hard for me. I know what people secretly think. You can tell how they acting, how they moving, how some people have chosen a side and some people haven't. How some people think that if they choose a side, they have to act a certain type of way. Well, I have to be a servant. Like, that's my job. Like, if I cross all the way over to God, like, I have to be a servant. So that's why they don't want to do it. Like, everyone has a different role and a different job with God. Just like Paul said. Everyone has a different role with God. Everybody. Every single person. You can be a God believer and literally live on your own and literally walk your dog or talk to the birds in the park every single day. Have conversations with the strangers here or there. Go get some coffee at the coffee shop. Talk to the barista. Might be the only person you talk to. Go home and live your life in silence. And guess what? Guess how many people you affected that day? 5,000. How is that? Because the kids in the park that you were playing with, you have spectators around y'all all the time. All the time you have spectators around you. And your actions and how you deal with people with your kindness and your patience, you have to see it by example sometime. To realize that it's real. You have to be able to want to see something greater than what you already know. Like, each level you grow into, you have to restart as a babe again. You have to, like, you may know a lot of information, but it's best to always learn more by becoming a babe in that new level. So say, for instance, like, you can look on a number graph. Like, each 10, you start over again at 1, 2, 3, like the centimeters and stuff like that when it comes to like centimeters and inches on the ruler. So on each new inch, there's the same number of centimeters. So 1, 2, but it still starts over at 1, 2, 3, 4. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't just. Wait, hold on. Well, y'all know what I mean. Cause they do got some rulers where they ain't going like 1 through like they just keep going. Shit, my bad. Anyways, but anyways, all right, maybe that was a bad example. I do apologize, but but you still need to start. So you have to. Okay. Oh my God, this is why I watch anime is so much easier to explain. Like, every time Luffy goes into a new adventure, he still looks at everything with curious, childlike eyes. Like, ooh, where am I? Who lives here? Where's the food? You know what I'm saying? Like, he still got that childlike mentality. He not just like going in there like, all right, I done been through this before. All right, where the enemies at? You know what I'm saying? He ain't worried about none of that, nigga. He trying to just learn stuff as he goes. He's not trying to go in situations and be like, oh, I know what I'm doing. I know all the answers. I don't need your help. No, he's trying to learn about folks. He done, like, every level, every new pathway he goes to, he's like, all right. You know what I'm saying? We get to it when we get to it. Whatever we about to see, we'll see. Like, that's how I explain to my children who Jesus is. I'm like, Luffy is Jesus. Just listen to him. Like, and I was on episode like 100 something when I said that. And I said, okay, you got 1,000 episodes. Y'all talking about an arc where y'all got a hidden unknown city that was destroyed but was living fantastically. I was like, okay, this sounds familiar. So I told my children, Luffy just like Jesus. I said that Luffy is the Jesus of the show. Watch how he is. Watch how he act. See his morals. Everything. At one point, I was watching One Piece and I was like, boy, I cannot predict that. Like, how the heck did they do that? And even with, like, the fight scenes and stuff, I used to be able to just watch it straight. You know what I mean? Because I am sensitive to, you know, violence and stuff like that. But my goodness, they really do warm you up. I like One Piece. They warm you up, boy, because episode 600, I'm turning my face away from the screen. I said, I told my son, I said, I can't watch this. It's too gruesome. Like, I had to pause it. Woo! Because I felt it. Like, the writers really put their whole heart into that show, boy, when they was doing that. I was like, oh! Woo! Okay. Y'all got it. But yeah, I think I'm going to end the video right there. So, watch me on my journey. I appreciate this. I really do. I just needed a bigger platform. I really did. I just really did. So I thank God for everything, all the thoughts, all the ideas, just everything that I have going on in my life. I appreciate you so much. All right, and to y'all out there, I love y'all. Hope y'all have a great one. Talk to y'all later.